Alright, hey everybody. Robin, the boy wonder here for Adam Machine Gaming, here to review the G600 MMO gaming mouse, brought to you by the fine folks at Logitech. Now, my little brother actually got this for me for Christmas, so I've been using it for just over a month, and I'm finding myself really enjoying it with just a few stipulations. Now, let's get to the bulk of it. Now, as you guys can see, I've already opened it. See, I've been using it, and it's really comfortable, so I'm gonna just keep it attached here. I don't know if everyone got it. Now, the things I really dug about this mouse. It's comfortable. The overall feel is it's a wide mouse. So I guess you can call it ergonomic, and it's pretty cool in the sense that you can lay 3 of your fingers instead of 2. There's actually 3 buttons there. The default for that third one, where your ring finger would rest, is control, which I found a little annoying because control is my default crouch key for first-person shooters. But, you know, eventually you get used to it. I just straight up deactivated it. You know, I don't play a lot of RPGs. I play a few MOBAs, I play a few action RPGs, but it's not my main genre. I do really enjoy them, though. So all these side buttons, as you can see, there are a total of, well, G20 buttons on this thing. Now, the way the buttons are formed are actually really nice. You can see it right there. It curves in, so your thumb just rests like so. Another thing I really like about it is the actual RGB system. Now you can have 3 profiles. The drivers just booted up and downloaded when I installed it. And this is actually my first RGB experience. I'm not huge on lights personally, but I like this. You can have 3 profiles saved into it. You can have it like, actually I'll just show you guys. So this is, as you can see, it just sort of goes through the colors. Then you have just the solid. That's kind of where I like it. Then you have this fade thing going on. I haven't really dug into the actual program just because it's not really my thing. But hey, if it is your thing, there are many options, tons of colors to choose from. And yeah, that's what I dug. I really like it. Oh, and another thing I really like is that the scroll wheel, you can actually move side to side. I've turned my my default melee is actually shoving it to the right on CS, Battlefield, Dirty Bomb, pretty much any shooter with a melee going on. Now, what I didn't like about this is the weight. It is a heavy mouse. It is the heaviest mouse that I've used. And I haven't really used many gaming mouses, to be honest with you. They usually last years for me. My Razer Taipan was an awesome mouse for shooters. Not the most versatile, but it did what it did, and it was lightweight. I also have a CM Storm Hornet, which is tiny, and I love it. It's my personal go-to for my laptop. This thing is a behemoth compared to the others. Now, usually, like, it's not really a big deal. I had to adjust my sensitivity on a few games, such as CS, Dirty Bomb, and Battlefield, any shooter really, just because the weight difference was so dramatic between the two. But after just a few rounds, after a few minutes, it really, you get used to it. I don't even notice it anymore. If anything, I think the weight actually sort of helps because of I have this habit of just moving so it helps keep you still. It might hurt, it might help you, but it definitely did help me. Now, another thing I didn't dig are the size of the side buttons. And it's not really the size either, it's the fact that my thumb is too short to reach the top, as you guys can see. So what I've done actually is I've mapped things like inventory, maps, and menus on the top 6, and all the actions on the bottom 6, which works well, especially for like something like Dota or Heroes of the Storm. Or I don't play League, but if you play League, it'd probably come in handy for that too. And the grips. Now, grip is a huge thing for me, just because, you know, well, it should be a huge thing for anyone, just because you're holding this thing for hours on end. Now, I primarily used a claw grip prior to this. This is mostly for palm grippers, and I noticed when I actually played RPGs, I would palm grip it, which is, you know, it's intended. It's very comfortable, rests in my hand like so. But for first-person shooters, it was a hell of an adjustment as far as actually gripping the thing. So now, when I grip to play shooters, I sort of have this weird kind of hybrid grip between a palm and a claw. I don't know if it's actually a thing, but I sort of grip it like so when I'm playing shooters. I move with basically these two. I move the mouse like so. But, you know, it's a small adjustment, but it's good. I mean, my KD ratio for any of my games really hasn't been affected. I guess it all comes down to personal preference on what you're actually going to use this thing for. I would not call it a one-trick pony, though. I mean, like a lot of people say, it's just for like MMOs, RPGs. I mean, I've been using it for shooters and, you know, smaller games like top-down games. I love it for Hotline Miami. I don't know what it is. I didn't get along too well with Hotline Miami and Taipan, but this is perfect for it. But yeah, as far as things go, it's a great mouse. I really do recommend it if you play a variety of games. If you play just first-person shooters, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not big of an RTS guy, but I would imagine having those extra buttons on the side would really help your Zerg Rush or your Carrier Rush. I've also used it for games like Civilization, which, you know, you don't really, not big of a difference there. Come on. But overall, I have been having a great experience with this mouse. I will continue to be using this mouse as my main gaming mouse. And yeah, so follow us. And follow us, we'll follow back. Subscribe to us, we'll subscribe back. Go Sun Devils. And this is the Boy Wonder for Anime Machine Gaming. Hope you guys have a good day.